Welcome to
Had
Tampa,
to run
Raymond
that back,
James
man.
Stadium, and while it is
They
indeed
messed up
home to
my
the
whole little flow.
2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it
I
is
didn't
also
know
the home
how.
field for the USF
It
Bulls
went
in
to
the
Super
clash that we
Center.
have in store today. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on the winners of 5 straight, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will kick it away to start. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So USF's offense is on the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hokies offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try the run. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry. You're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, you give it to the other team.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, South Florida. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
See him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Hokies will hustle to the line.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds the tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollard.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the Bulls have a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter.
Yeah.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Second down coming up. Snagged in the middle. It's Livingston. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Touchdown Bulls. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah.
Got a lot of running room. The 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Here on 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bulls are on the move. On the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Bulls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls! And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes for them.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got room.
Hey, here.
Step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And they're able to make the tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Buys a little time. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Quarterbacks have to have great instincts, and they have to have great field awareness. They got to understand where they are and how that relates. You got to understand the sidelines there. So I don't need to get too close to the sideline. He understood that. Understand the receiver didn't have very much space to work with. Takes advantage of it and makes...
The expressway is wide open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. It's 1st down from the 11. He's going to pass. Steps away to find some room. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. He's looking to throw it. Gets open down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is
all kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Got it in the middle. It's Holloway. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Whips it out in the flat. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually
quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Field goal is good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
34, Virginia Tech, 13.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back.
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick.
Touchdown, USF! And the pummeling has started. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man. Start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
13.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They're going back to the ground. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Complete out of the backfield. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet at the 45. And he breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. The snap sets up the throw. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They're going up top. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge game. Touchdown, South Florida. And the punishment has been extended. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A 1st down for the offense. Running back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Watson. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. That's caught. It's Mason. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Using the quick game.
Oh my, he whacked him.
And they've got it at
Look at that.
33.
They picked up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the give off the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team, you get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture, it's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incompletion.
This time it's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dances away from the heat. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Bulls. And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. To the air, it's Watson. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him.
That's my boy.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got his man quickly. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On second down, looking again to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
What a nifty one there to pick up the first down. The Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one.
Oh, look out! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Back to throw, it's Watson. Finds his tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
He gets it out to the... Cover unit right there to make the stop. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This is a 3rd and long. Oh, he's looking to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.